This is it. The Temple of Solomon. 500 years ago, home to an order of knights who were assholes. But I can't go in looking like this. It's very assassin-y for sure, but it's not very French. Fancy to the end.
We should split up.
I'm not sure that's...
Less chance we both get caught that way.
I suppose that's true.
We'll rendezvous inside. If you get a shot at Germain, you take it.
Echoes of old arguments.
Germain's built himself quite a fortress. I can't see any weak spots.
Ah. None of this create opportunities business. At least no obvious ones. Just go in and kill him. Alright. At least his revenge, Arno's redemption that he's not sure he wants.
I don't think so. I was on patrol duty in the tower and I could have sworn I heard thunder. I never
Thunder?
heard anything.
That's an interesting conversation. How many of them are there here? Quite a few. But I can turn at least some of that to my advantage. Let's get a better view while the Berserk Blade takes hold. So this is probably the last mission of the game. I do not know what's going to happen. The plot is sometimes dumb, but it's not totally predictable, so... Presumably there will be a confrontation between the Templar Grandmaster and Arno and Elise. I'm surprised that the exile from the Brotherhood hasn't played any further role, but I guess apart from Mirabeau, they were kind of ciphers. Not really major personalities or plot drivers. It's been all about this one guy, really.
Who the hell got you? Step out where I can see you, Orson.
So there's a whole bunch of soldiers down here. One on the actual building itself there. That seems like the major relevant guy to me. If I can get across the moat, I can go around that way and do it fairly easily if I don't get spotted by that one guy. He's also the one... Yeah, that's definitely the guy I have to worry about. If he turns again, I might see if I can get him with a long distance shot. I don't think the range on these blades is long enough. But maybe it is, even though I don't think it is. No, it's not. How about a gun then? Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Now, of course, firing a gun means people notice you. That doesn't mean they can get to me. By dint of positioning, that guy was the only real threat. All I have to do with these people is wait them out a little, I think. Oh shit, I'm wrong. One of them's come up with a way. Ouch. That caused me to nearly die. In fact, it caused me to actually die. Huh, I thought I had used some medicine, but apparently I hadn't successfully done so. And then the game crashed. What? Okay, I'm back. I've finally experienced the legendary bugginess of Assassin's Creed Unity. In the final mission, controls stopped responding, I died and the game crashed. That's cool, I guess. It's nice to see, at last, some promises being lived up to. So, with the game loaded here, it looks like I've been reset to the beginning of the mission. Well, that's fine. As long as it doesn't keep crashing, which I am slightly worried about, I can just assassinate smarter, not harder. That didn't work. Just sort of slammed into the wall. There are a lot of guards all over the place. To be expected. I may just have to fight a bunch of them. I'm just thinking, if I could get onto the temple though, I'd be in such a good position.
This is my patriotic duty!
Yeah, this place, those bars and everything. It's a well-built fort. I guess it was literally a medieval castle. It was in fact successfully defended against sieges and stuff. Alright. It's time to go loud. The Eagle of Sugia helps. Makes it much easier to fight big groups because there's a chance that when you hit somebody, you blind everyone else. Hasn't happened recently, but probably will, therefore, statistically at some point. Let's climb up onto the chapel here. It's not the main building, but from it I believe I can reach... No, I can't. There's an honest-to-goodness moat. In theory, for maximum points or completion percentage, I should be seeking to do double air assassinations here and to sabotage alarm bells. But I don't really care about that. I will do a single air assassination because that guy was in a convenient spot. Yeah, I think the ground might actually be the right place to be. Normally you want to go in high and have the drop on people, ha ha ha. But this place is locked up. The walls are covered in people who don't like me. God, for some reason you can't... So those cover box things, those have sort of fooled me several times, right? Because in this game, walking into the boxes is just considerably less fluent than it was in the last few Assassin's Creed. It's part of the control scheme change. You have to really, like, get right in front of them and walk directly into them. And I think you might have to be free running. No, I don't think you have to be free running, but it's, like, very finicky. So, like, in some games, I could have just... I was hoping to just sort of step in there immediately out of sight. I wanted to do this. Yeah. But I just didn't pull it off. It's just harder than it used to be. Ah, well. That drawbridge is not coming down. So. Francois Germain, at this point, probably believes himself to be the reincarnation of Jacques de Molay. And so he's holed up in de Molay's old fortress, to which he knows all the secrets. Now, this place has gone through 500 years of iterations and reusages and been thoroughly plumbed. It doesn't have many secrets remaining, I think, or many strong defenses, but what it does have is, for example... Oh! Okay. It has people with guns on the walls, is what it has. That wasn't a successful plan either. Okay, let's get around to a different part of the place here. Climbing up the wall while being shot at isn't going to work. Swimming through the moat while being shot at isn't great either. So, bit of a dilemma. Maybe I do need to clear out the walls. Well, if needs must, then we drive with the devil, I guess. As I was saying about Jacques de Molay, we do know from the prologue to the game of one interesting secret hidden in the area. The Templars had a piece of Eden, a sword. It's interesting. This is one of parts of the Assassin's Creed meta-plot, which has been kind of codified for a long time, but is rarely actually referred to. Especially since the pieces of Eden have been de-emphasized in favor of this whole sequence of the Sage genome thing. But the idea has in fact always been that there are very specific types of pieces of Eden. They were specific objects used for different purposes. That eyes, apples of Eden, control people. Staves do something, I don't remember what it was. And swords. It's always been mentioned that there was a kind of piece which is a sword. But I don't think the capabilities of the sword have ever been mentioned.
Hurry, hurry!
I wonder whether the firing blasts of light thing is its major purpose or just the coincidental one that humans happen to be able to use. It's pretty appropriate for a weapon. I wonder, did the precursors literally use swords? If I can get up here, I want to show you a picture. Yep. I think nobody's shooting at me right now. Amazing. Fuck. Unamazing. I'm completely not even amazed slightly at all. God damn it. It's too high to climb as well. Okay. Let's try this instead. At least I'm reducing the number of soldiers at the cost of medicine flasks. Oh, no, that won't work either. I need to leave this freaking moat. Okay. I was right about there not being obvious weaknesses. Right, so... since the guards on this side are dead, I might just try climbing straight up the main gate here. The moat. I need to find a better way. Perhaps I can go under the moat through the tunnels or something. It's a tree. Right. No, I don't think I can climb that. Oh, I can. Doesn't really help, but...
Hey, you there! Stop!
Hey, you there, stop. Okay, all good. Now look at this picture. I got this by doing helix rifts. The premise of these things is you steal data from the Templar Abstergo databases in their cloud, Assassin Intel, and you get a whole bunch of conversations. It's mostly like Templar gossip, the characters from the last two games where you were playing as an Abstergo entertainment person. Come back and there's all sorts of chat and stuff, and they talk about their plans and so on. But look at this one. This image. It's got a Stargate kind of feel to it, doesn't it? So the reason this is so distorted and everything, this is apparently a piece of a very distorted, recovered memory from the body of John Standish, the Sage. That is, this is an actual precursor memory recovered with an animus. Well, or something like one. It's not very clear what is going on or anything, but you can see on the far left there, those might be human soldiers who are foremen over the other workers, or they might be actual first civilization with those very strange hook helms and those staves, in fact. Yeah, it was all very Stargate. Like the rods used by the gold guards. Now, how do I cross this moat and get into... Well, like that. I got... Oh my god, okay. That could have gone worse. Could have gone worse. I think this time I've done it. I've found a way into the temple. Or onto the... No. Dude. No, you haven't got me. Don't get me.
Show yourself, you bastard.
I will not show myself. Alright. It's too late, boys. I'm up here and that means you've failed.
I'll slay you! I've got ya!
Actually, you will not. So... He's got to be in here somewhere. Well... He's got to be in here somewhere if he wanted to have a lot of armed men and walls around him. But then again, he might have known that that wouldn't ultimately stop Arno. Or presumably Elise, she seems to just turn up. Now, of course, the real reason Elise demanded they split up is she ultimately seems to care more about vengeance than anything. And last time they had Germain, well, the way she sees it is he got away because Arno was trying to save their lives rather than kill him. She doesn't want either herself or Arno to be shackled by care for the other. Mainly, I think she's worried about what Arno would do there. A locked door. Now, when I was here before, I couldn't open this. Because I was just like a medieval knight and I didn't know how to pick locks. But now, I am the legendary Phantom Assassin. Well, I guess I could steal these treasures or whatever. There's some surprisingly intact stuff. I guess that when they locked up King Louis and his family in the temple, which is unmentioned by the game, you'd think it would be part of the plot, because like the king, yes, spent like a year here or something until just recently, but apparently that's not relevant. Anyway, I guess some of the treasures went along with them. I think I need to... I think I might not be in a useful place. Maybe I need to get further down. That's not good. I can go up there or out here. Let's try out. Where do I really want to be? Well, I want to be where... I almost said Jacques de Molay. I want to be where Germain is. Germain. I don't really know how to pronounce that name. It's too French. Which is ironic because it looks like German. Oh my god. Okay. So, I got into the temple, but I was kind of locked in a small area of it and couldn't find any way from there to other parts. This is, of course, where somebody's ancestor leapt from in the past. These guys need to learn to shoot faster. They totally could have gunned me down there. Hey. In fact, since this haycart has been here for 500 years... Oh no, I guess it hasn't. It's a different thing. He jumped to here, was it? From a window up there?
Oh, stay there, you!
Ah, crap.
What's that then?
I mean, this is kind of good news. The fact that there are still enemies in this part of the temple means that I am, in fact, climbing a side I hadn't climbed before. But it goes on to, in turn, mean that I can't necessarily make it up. This looks way more ascendable. Oh shit, a problem's gonna happen to me. Yeah, you're gonna need to stop shooting. That's a euphemism for stop living. Grr. So inconvenient.
Shake me! Out in the open, I know you're there!
Ah, they're everywhere. Just how many soldiers do the Templars have? Where did they get all these people? Well, the way Germain puts it, Germain, it's all about money now. That's the idea, that they will rule the world, not through titles and positions and armies anymore, but via money. So, presumably they hired them. But where did they get all the money? In, like, the nebulous future, Abstergo Industries is at that point a big deal. But what about now? Like, it's just not clear to me what their business plan is. What did the Templars do that got them so much riches? Did they buy low and sell high? If they've been, I don't know, conducting business and embezzling from the French treasury and taking money and whatever and just using it to hire private armies, is that really a conspiracy at that point? It's just a corporation. Here I am in the temple again. I think I'm in a different... I think I'm on the upper floor and I went down one of these stairs before. So what if this time I go down a different stair? Or indeed up. Is that him? I'm getting close. All right. You. Mr. Dude.
What the hell was that?
Good question, Anu.
So the prodigal assassin returns. I suspected as much when Latouche stopped sending his tax revenues. I will find you. You've become quite the thorn in my side.
What?
I assume Robespierre was your doing as well. No matter. His reign of terror is laughable.
What? I guess
Metal
the
has been
sword.
fired and shaped. Quenching it will only set its form. You cannot hide from me, boy. Why so persistent? Is it revenge? Did Belek indoctrinate you so thoroughly that you do the direct approach from an assassin? How refreshing. Did Belek indoctrinate you so thoroughly that you do his bidding even now?
So the sword gives him some sort of
Do you think
shield.
yourself safe in your shadows? Or is it love? has de Lasser's daughter turned your head?
I'm pretty safe in saying that that actually is it, yes. Jesus. That sword.
How? What?
Here's the problem. This guy is not just a Templar. He's got some of the memories and capabilities of a first Civ entity. Juno's husband, whose name I still do not remember. He doesn't just have the sword. He knows how to use it. Clearly it does more than just zap you. I hope he doesn't find Elise before I do. It's a pity that sequence 13 takes place after sequence 12. So that you can't use like the head of St. Denis on him.
Oh, Jesus. Seneca.
Hold a moment.
No, you hold a moment. Wow, okay, there's quite a lot of soldiers left around here. Maybe I should not just walk up to them. That would be a risk. You know what I need here? Oh, I know what I need here. The other eagle. There we go. Welcome to the guillotine gun. It's an axe and it fires bombs. This doesn't have to make sense. For when you actually do need to fight a small army. Okay, I've got to stop them from like flash banging me here. But I'm sure that's not what they call it. So that I can line up, rack 'em. Wow. Super effective. Unfortunately, I'm now out of mortars, but that's okay. They're out of bodies. Okay. Let's bring back the other eagle. That was fun. You know what, since I'm here, I will sabotage this alarm bell. Why not? There we go. Now let's find Germain and be unsure of what to do about him, I guess.